Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. I hope you have your muskets ready as we are here in NTW 3 once again with an epic 4v4 for you. And as you can see, Poland is marching to face Great Britain just ahead of them. So this is going to be an interesting battle for sure. We have 3 French armies from 3 different periods, joined by a Polish army. I'm pretty sure facing, we have 1815 Britain here. Russia 1812. Oh, and already a bit of a cavalry fight going on. Okay, so we've got some light dragoons going in against some Uhlans here. I mean, these are very close. Look how close these armies are. And they're just about to engage now. Wow, yeah, okay. They're going to need to send some more cavalry in here, are the Poles, because there's a lot of cavalry coming in now. We've got Scots Greys in here. But these Scots Greys are already a very quick clash of cavalry. And it looks like, yeah, the Poles are getting scared off, and the Polish infantry usually can't form square, so they are under threat from being charged as well. But yeah, we have Britain here. We also have the Held expedition, and I'm not entirely sure who the final army is. I think it's another Russia. It's another Russian army. Yeah, 1807 Russia. So we've got 2 Russians, 2 British. Well, a British hybrid, and then a lot of Frenchies. So yeah, they're engaging. The French are also starting to do their engagement over here against Russia. This is the Orient army for the French, and they're actually already, the Russians are charging in against the guns here. They will reach them as well. 4-pounder firing, and you can see they're going off, hitting that line infantry pretty effectively. There we go. This line infantry I thought was going to make it, but they stopped. Foolishly, they stopped. Look at this, so much infantry coming in, and there you go, they're going to charge again, charge the guns again. Another good volley and cavalry charging in as well, try and save the day. The gun crew didn't get routed, but they are going to be stuck there in position, but that should be fine because the Russians are just ahead of them. And a big cavalry charge on this side. We've got cuirassiers coming in, fighting some camels and chasseurs, I think, here as well. So I feel like they're outmatched here in the cavalry department, but I don't know. Lancers coming in. Whose lancers are these? This is the Spanish French army. And they're sitting in some lancers, and they're going to deal with try and deal with cuirassiers as well. Okay. So like I said, I think the cavalry in the cavalry department, the Russians are kind of stronger. There's chasseurs while breaking. Dragoons here struggling as well. Yeah, the cuirassiers you can see are taking both these units on very effectively. After that first cavalry fight, I don't know who's really winning. The Poles are certainly losing infantry quite quickly, as they will against Britain. I think what are they just taking out over here? They're just taking out some Kazakh cavalry. Okay, that's about it. And then over here we've got another big cavalry fight. Look like it's about to take place. We've got dragoons here. We've got chasseurs cheval. This is the Italian French army. So we've got like 2 sort of like not revolutionary but like republic armies. In they go. And they're trying to deal with some lifeguard cuirassiers. Jeez. Some really tough Russian cavalry out here today. What have we got here? More cuirassiers. Wow, okay, so yeah, the Russians really coming in deep with their cuirassiers. Cavalry battalier, they may have a better chance though. But yeah, all action across all fronts. It's a very quick paced battle, you can tell. And there you go, the dragoons got broken. They're probably going to need some of that Polish cavalry, but I mean the Polish cavalry is needed right now as well against the British cav, which is pretty much intact. So we've still got Scots Greys, King's German Legion, Light Dragoons. Over here you can see that the French are losing this cavalry fight quite decisively actually. And you can see that Honor Vial is actually one of the Egyptian general, not Egyptian general, the French general of like the Egypt army is under threat. And the French are being forced back, and they're being chased back by the Russians. And they're routing their mercenaries here. More cavalry here, cuirassiers routing. And this is actually the Spanish army, the Spanish-French army here, retreating. Trying to put some volleys in there. They should be able to. Most of these units I would have thought could form square, but maybe not. We've got some Prussians here. Russian infantry fighting for the Frenchies. Yeah, as you can see, the Russians just dominating the battlefield. In the case of the cavalry, Infantry might be a different story. This tiny little unit of Schornburg and Lippe. I know where Lippe is. It's like a tiny little. It's like south of Austria, if I remember rightly. I think. More infantry breaking here. The Russians desperately trying to break them. They're being broken themselves. These are like militia units. There you go. They are desperately trying to defend this gun, I think. Like, lots of close range fighting going on right now. This is the Orient Army doing their bit. Not resembling much of a Napoleonic battle, this one. More of just a a normal melee battle. I mean, over here they're having a proper line battle. The Poles. The Brits firing back. Looks like both sides are inflicting a decent amount of damage on each other. And these grenadiers here, all in white, looking glorious. Lots of grenadiers around this flank here. They could obviously just push and maybe flank and do a lot of damage. Don't know. Looks like all the Polish cavalry is coming over here. I think they are kind of concerned. They have routed some more dragoons. They are kind of concerned with all the cavalry over here. Well, was a lot of Russian cav, and it's still here like our cuirassiers. But obviously the risk is now obviously pulling all those troops away. Then you put these grenadiers on the flank. Is that the cavalry could do a lot of damage of the British. The Russians just keep throwing in. Look at this. I'm throwing in unit after unit. They're just going all in melee. It's a risk. And I mean, it's kind of working on this side. They're like pushing back the French quite a bit. They are like also like the Legion of Reserve here, focusing down these cuirassiers as much as possible. You need to try and like just get a good firing line going and just put these cuirassiers to the sword. Or to the gun, I should say. See over here, the French are starting to crumble. More French units breaking. And like, there's just the masses of Russians here. May just be a little bit too much. Might need to send some more of these units in here. The Grenadiers are the line in here as well now. From the Orient Army. They'll certainly help in there. They're trying to go for the general, I think. These dragoons, they're trying to get in there. Got an artillery piece setting up as well. They're going to probably start to fire into the flank of all these Russians. Oh, got guns here as well. I didn't even realise there's a gun emplacement here. 6-pounder. Oh, need to be careful of your own infantry. Fire at the men ahead of you. Fire at these guys, not at the Russian line infantry. You fools, you broke your own line infantry. Run! Yes, run. French on this side looking very, very under threat, we'll put it like that. I don't know, they may be able to pull it out of the bag, but I mean, it's going to be costing a lot of troops, put it like that. They need to kill a general. If they can kill a general. Oh, as I say that, a general has been killed. Whose general has been killed? I'm going to say that's probably the Orient Army's general, Honor Vial. I'm not sure though. I can't see where he was. Okay, yeah, Honor Vial is gone. Yeah, he's got 2 men left in his bodyguard. So there you go. The Orient Army may be out of men. I think they are almost out anyway. I can't see many of their troops left. They've just been overwhelmed. It is mainly just the Spanish army left over here. This cuirassier, this one cuirassier is causing a lot of damage. The general here, Kutuzov's just very close to the front line. Could possibly take him out. We've got Lanz here, he's making sure he doesn't face the same fate as Vial. It's an Orient unit here. Just don't want to get charged. They want to just fire at the Russians. They don't want to get involved in a melee battle, really. What's going on here in the center now? How are the Poles doing? Poles seem to be doing okay, actually. They actually are flanking with those grenadiers as I thought they would. We haven't really checked in here in a little while. The cavalry's back over here, forcing the British troops to come to this side. But the grenadiers are all here. They're trying to take out this West Norfolk unit that's in square. Polish flag flying high. All they want is their independence. Scots Greys coming in, dealing with these Uhlans. Kind of forcing back, but yeah, here we go. Gonna get sending more Uhlans now. They need to just surround the cav. Like, get this unit that's pulled out, go all the way around, surround this cavalry, and they probably rout the British. And there you go, they are breaking those West Norfolk units and the King's German Legion, and now running along the line with the Grenadiers. They are still breaking, but the infantry just sucks here, and it's getting focused down by guns as well. Just getting absolutely obliterated. We've got some silent muskets. And there you go, as you can see, the cavalry overwhelming British lines there. How are they doing on the far side? This is like the slowest point at the moment. The Italian, like French army here is just not engaged. Who's running? Oh, just more of the cavalry. Okay. But yeah, the French on this side not engaging. Probably a smart idea. I mean, they may need to help their allies. I mean, they're also getting 2v1. The Helder Republic, Helder Expedition here, sorry, and the 1807. Like, Russian army are taking on on one French army. So, like, in all honesty, they need to play defensive to the French.
Our men are running.
See the Uhlans, it look like they're just going to just about rout the rest of the British. The British are going to be defeated, so then Poland can go and help their ally. Looks like Russia, though, here. Oh, a Russian general. I'm going to presume it's the Russian general. No, the British general, of course. It's dead. Russia looks like he's going to rout all of the French units here. He needs to kill this general. I don't know, the French looking, just keep rotating. They need some troops to return. Desperately need some troops to return, and they keep moving, they keep retreating. They're forming square, I guess because the Karras is getting close. They've taken a building, they've taken that building over there of the Orient army. All these units can form squares, so they're pretty safe in that regard. I presume these are the ones that have survived, not because they're good. I presume, though, if the Russians charge them, they'll be fine. I mean, the general can't form square, need to remember that. Need to keep him in protection. And there's artillery crews been rotating with the French, I like that. They need to form square again. Karras is coming in. Another general's dead. Whose general's died now? Oh no, you're kidding me. I think you're joking me. Don't tell me this is like the French. Oh, this might be the French. Whose general's that? I don't know, but that might be the like. No, I don't know whose general that is. That might be Poland's general. I have no idea. I have no idea. Or is it the Italy general? Might be the Italy general.
All hope
I don't know.
Lost, this battle is almost done.
But there you go. Apparently it's almost done. I don't know if it is, though, to be honest. The French still got a lot in them. Where's the French general for this army? It may be that cavalry unit. That's kind of concerning if they've lost their general. Poland is now able to come over, and he's going to try and save the day. Britain is actually holed up still in this little Maitland here with his first foot guards. Could have used them and the 95th. He's got two fairly good units here. Hold up there. The French look like they're on their last stand here, so I'll watch their last stand. Fighting against the Cuirassiers. See, I mean, if they could just get this general, they could possibly rout everything. The Russians' just morale is, from what I remember, does not do well with no general. I mean, I'm surprised the Russian morale is doing this well to start with. These units aren't great. Look at that, the French breaking. Truly is of the young guard as well, so it's not like a terrible unit. And soon, the French army will be gone, and then the Russians will be able to come over and help against the Poles and the other French army. Maximilian Sebastian Foy. I presume this is, yeah, General Foy's like unit or something like that. It's supposed to represent. But they're doing okay.
Our men are running, sir.
Men are running. So I presume that's the Poles have sent some troops in and they're breaking. Yeah, the Poles getting routed by some hussars here. That's kind of a shame. Are the French going to turn it around here? They actually might. You're kidding me. The French aren't going to win this now, are they? They've got a bit of a firing line getting up. But, I mean, yeah, the cavalry's all that's left, really, for this Russian army. Which, obviously, could be huge, because the Poles and the French up here don't look like they've got any cavalry. The Russians able to flank hard. And the Russian army over here still got cuirassiers and life guard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, the Poles have got, like, the only cavalry left. Come on, France. You're the underdog in this one. I don't know why I'm rooting for you. We always see France win, but I kind of want you to turn it around. But yeah, it looks like they're certainly losing this one. And then we got Russians sending in some cavalry here. French need to use French unit here. This Legion Helvetii needs to fire some shots, scare them off. And here we got the Helder Republic. I always call them Helder Republic. They're not. Helder Expedition. Helder Expedition. And it's gonna get. It's made up of Russians and British. It's a really cool faction if you've never seen it in action. There's some Brits here. Lots of Brits. I think they just got like Russian grenadiers. I think that's all they brought, and the rest is just British infantry. Yeah, looks it. And oh no, there's some Russian musketeers there. Okay. But it looks like, well, apart from when we silent muskets, there we go. Looks like the Poles are facing a bit of an uphill battle.
Our men are running, sir.
It looks like the Helder Republic's gonna, Helder Expedition is gonna follow. Oh, canister shot, really nice shot. It's gonna follow in their Russian allies and just like charge straight in. That's not worked in that case. And we've got some Polish Uhlans now coming in. They're gonna try and countercharge there. But I really think those Uhlans are gonna be needed in dealing with the other cavalry, not with infantry. I really think that might be the case. Again over here, look at this, Russians flying in. The Orient Army's going to try and hold these guys back. Got some big line battles going on. It's like the only big line battle I've seen this entire like battle. Everyone else has just been charging into each other. It's a bayonet like fest was this one. It's a bayonet fest. So many bayonet charges. I'm surprised this Russian army is not following suit. You can see the Helder Expedition slowly taking apart this French flank. Getting rid of the couple of line infantry units here. Poles holding quite strong though. You know, they're actually routing a lot of units here. Look at that. They've routed quite a lot. Don't doubt the Poles. They do well in combat. They'll never return those units, hopefully. These ones need to be routed as well quickly. Look at this. The Holy Boys here. Fighting for their Pope. I mean, there's a lot of cavalry. This is what the threat is. It's the cavalry. And it's good cavalry. And I don't know how many, not many of the Pole units can form square. I mean, these are just like guard units, like National Guard. In comes some cavalry here. These guys will probably get routed by the tiny little Ulan unit here. Yeah, look at this. Look at what they do in forming like a circle here. And stabbed up. It looks like, yeah, the French army's in real trouble. I mean, it's all but gone now. Well, the Russians did do a bit of charging. I mean, they have no general. This is the thing, they have no general. They're also surrounded. They're getting shot from any side currently right now, and they're breaking. All it's taking is one volley to break them. Or one charge to break them, probably. There you go, broken. Dragoons seeing off their enemy, but I think apart from the Poles, everyone else for the French is dead. I mean, I don't know. There's looks like there's a few units over here. Although the French have revived a little bit. This is the Spanish force here.
Running, sir.
They've revived and they're going to take this building. But that's about it. And there's a tiny little unit here for the Orient Army, and they've managed to take that building for the French. But it's not going to stop the hordes of Russians. The Poles are barely holding on. They're just preparing for the cavalry charge at this point. This is the general. They're just sending it. Yeah, Kutuzov over here is about to go in and risk his life. I mean, he's not got much of an army left, so that's okay. It's mainly this 1807 Russian army left. As a cavalry charge comes in. Oh, these poor dragoons. I mean, I say poor dragoons. They did pretty well, actually. They're routing just about everything, apart from this grenadier unit. It's forming square. Grenadiers of Warsaw, they'll hold the line. And that looks like the only unit left in a sea of routing troops. A sea of Russians. There's one lone Polish square left. Holding out against the masses. And the French are a long, long way away from helping. With their tiny little, where is it? Tiny little relief force over here. The land still survives. Looks like they're going to already prepare to turn and face. I mean, they might as well. What we got here? Just some tiny little units. Yeah, this is going to be the final stand of the Poles. And they're going to charge in. Like brave souls they are, and they're going to get routed pretty quickly. There you go. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It was inevitable. They just set up a firing line anyway. And it's now just down to the French to do their bit. But I don't think the French are going to be winning this one. Don't think they're going to turn it around. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. It's certainly been an interesting one. It's nice to see the Allies win for once. If you've enjoyed it, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. It's always appreciated as we work towards that 5k mark. It's I don't know what the Russians are doing here. They're just running down poles, getting their kills up. There you go. Yeah, it looks like they're just getting their kills up, which is go and kill the French. That's some kills. Stop just getting some more kills by just running down poor Poles. They fought hard. Let them go back to their families. There's not that many of them going to get home. So they're all being run down by Russians. But let's just fast forward.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
I'm sure it is. Got the some units set up here from the got both the Orient and the Spanish French armies here. I like that they're set up on this little bridge here. They're using that as a bit of protection. I'm presuming this is supposed to be a river. It's just a blue line. And I wish Napoleon I don't know. The rivers just are not great, but like that. Oh, here we go. Britain's still alive. Britain actually never got wiped out. That foot guard survives. Representing Britain. But yeah, they're now engaging. Why are the British fighting in a column? This is not how you should fight. You should be in line, not the French. It should be the opposite way around. It's kind of ironic. The Peregrine Maitland here. It's going to march forward with his foot guards. These are the ones that routed the Old Guard. And Wellington supposedly said, "Now, Maitland, now's your time." Our artillery firing. I'm presuming that's going to be Russian artillery, not not French artillery. There's his long gun. got a French unit here. This is like orange unit in green. It's kind of cool. Dueling it out there a little bit. I mean, the Russians just want to get in close and rout these units. It's a fairly healthy unit here. Only lost 4 men. Well, I say that now. It's also a few more because of the artillery shot. Where is the artillery firing from? That I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's probably hidden because of the fog of war. So I mean, we can't see all the Russian troops now. But yeah, I don't really. I mean, I guess the French just needed to deal with that like Russian cavalry. And if they beat the cavalry, they were probably in a fairly good position because the Russian infantry kind of sucks. Definitely, like the Orient army over here should have waited for the Spanish army, and if they attacked at the same time, easy could have overwhelmed this this Russian army here on its own. Easy could have overwhelmed it. The two French armies there, much stronger, and also they've had the numbers, and then they could have worked their way across. I mean, it's kind of what happened over here. The French army obviously did get a bit of support from the Poles after they kind of won their battle, but like a Helder expedition, just 1.5. Like, was like 1.5 armies. If you say like the Polish army was a half at that point, it was a 2v 1.5. So they were always going to win. So you need to just like, the French lost their battle that they were like supposedly outnumbering the enemy, and that was just kind of costly. And they didn't bring any like heavy cuirassiers like the Spanish army, which I think is a big loss because the Russians brought a lot of like heavy cuirassier sort of like units. And that certainly helped them to the Orient breaking here. And that's also like they brought the Orient army and the Italian army, which are good armies, but they don't have like heavy. They don't have heavy cavalry like that. Here we go. Looks like we're gonna see. Why are they forming square? I guess because they just feel like they're surrounded. There's no cavalry near. Well, this is cavalry nearby. Lance is going to charge him with his infantry. In one glorious last charge. He is known as the Brave of the Braves. Oh, here we go. Surrounded. They haven't taken the building yet. They probably will eventually. When Lance gets broken here. Yep, he's broken. Probably going to die. There he goes. He's dead. And that'll be the battle because, well, this French unit won't stand. And there you go, the building's gone. And that's the battle. Because the French are all dead. The Russians just cutting a few men down. So yeah, there you go. A defeat for the French forces. But it was a close thing. It wasn't like an absolute massacre. The Poles did pretty well. Actually getting like the most kills for their side. And bringing the largest army, which is kind of worrying since like the Spanish army brought a relatively large one. But yeah, usually the Poles bring like one of the smallest and a lot of cavalry, which is possibly what they should have done again. Like that's another thing that possibly like, I know they won their battle, but like since his allies didn't bring a lot of cav, Poland usually has to bring more. But yeah, he did a really good job, the Templar, who sent this replay in, by the way, getting about 1,700 kills. Stan, who was playing as the Italian army, only getting 500 kills. Jeez, that is a rough ride. And his general did get killed off, which may have, like, obviously did cause a lot of his troops to break. The Spanish army, which is another thing, like, as well, protecting generals in this game. Like, the French didn't do a good enough job of protecting their generals. And then we've got the Spanish army led by Kov 2KS. Got like 1,400 kills, not too bad either. And then we've got Zahn here, who's playing as the Orient army, got 1,100 kills. But again, he didn't protect his general that well. Like, he left him kind of in the front line and could have like retreated him. Then we've got the Helder expedition, only getting 500 kills, played by Arben, but he barely had to like commit any of his troops, which is why he's got the least amount of losses. Actually, no, not quite the least amount of losses. Then we've got Popov, who was playing as the British army. Had a pretty rough game, to be fair, against the Poles. a very, very early conflict for him, only getting 600 kills. Then we have a General Hero here who's playing as the 1812 Russian army, getting 3,000 kills. Insanely well done, really well done. He got over 3,000 men on the battlefield as well. But yeah, did a really, really good job with his like cuirassiers, like killed a lot of them, and also like his like hordes of infantry just seemed to overwhelm the French units. And then we have Tech here, who's playing as the other Russian army, getting 2,000 kills and taking only 500 losses. Really well done. But there you go, guys. That is the battle for today. If you want to see some of the kills there, they are. I mean, a lot of infantry actually doing very well for the Poles there, 200 kills plus. But there are all the kills. But yeah, if you enjoyed, like I said, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. Feel free to join the Discord as well if you want to send in your own replays or just take part in some Total War action. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.